Joey McKenna, of course, will wrestle this fall at Ohio State. Came over from Stanford, was an All-American in 2016, two-time Pac-10 champion for Coach Jason Borelli.
Still repping the Lehigh Valley Athletic Club, as he is a New Jersey native. Blair Academy.
Three-time national prep champion for Coach Buxton at Blair. Two-time junior world team member, captured a silver in 2014, did McKenna. 2012 Cadet world team member as well. No score, 35 seconds in McKenna and Lewallen in match one of this best of three.
And talk about the depth of the Oklahoma State room. We got Boo Lewallen out there, UConn, Oklahoma. He's going to be fighting for a starting spot, and he's wrestling for a shot on a world championship team here. So that tells you the depth of the wrestling room in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
He had a solid campaign last year, went 11-2 for the Cowboys, a three-time state champion from UConn, as Jason mentioned. McKenna, one of three Buckeyes on the freestyle side we'll see this afternoon. McKenna, Tomasello, and Miles Martin.
Oh, going for that dump underneath. Lewallen keeping his hips back here, not biting on it, Shane. McKenna extremely effective with that technique, typically.
McKenna 3-2 in the semis. He beat Brock Zackrell. And Lewallen's been impressive. He had a bye, a 13-11 decision in the quarters, and then a 15-5 tech fall over Jade Nyerman in the semifinals. Halfway through this first period, no score with McKenna and Lewallen. Kamal Bay and Thomas Brackett will follow. Remember the first time that I saw Joey McKenna was at the Cheesehead in Kaukauna, Wisconsin.
Home of one Scott Cleaver. Him and I have
great tournament.
Him and I met here in Rochester at the Clash, almost 10 years ago at this point.
Shot there from Lewallen, countered by McKenna. Lewallen underhook on the right side.
And we got a passivity here against McKenna. So he will go on the shot clock.
30 seconds to score, or Lewallen will get a point.
Not a whole lot happening here.
Pretty slow pace in this first period.
Yeah, you prefer at least a medium pace or a high pace, especially when you're on the shot clock, which has expired. So the 1.4 Boo Lewallen.
Final 15 seconds here in this first period.
You want to sound a kid's named Boo, and he's from UConn, Oklahoma. Those
love the name.
Put them together, that just seems wrestler. I mean, that just sounds like a kid. It'd be tough. Where are you from? UConn, Oklahoma. What's your name? Boo Lewallen.
Yeah. Lewallen with a 1-0 lead to the second period.
Tervel Delagnev there on your screen, two-time world bronze medalist, multiple world and Olympic
Tervel's looking lean.
He is. He doesn't have to beef up, and for a while he was trying to keep his weight down because he had gotten so big. And we talk about one of the great stories in wrestling. Kid didn't start wrestling until he was a sophomore in high school. Goes Division II.
He wrestled high school in Texas.
Tervel, Arlington, Texas, for Henry Harmony. That man has discovered a lot of wrestlers and pulled them out of hallways.
Second period underway, 1-0 Lewallen. Zach Esposito in the corner for Lewallen.
Derek Fix also there with him. Dayton's dad, who we will see. Dayton, as we said earlier, Dayton with a Y. No Y, but always W's or something. I don't know. I was trying to come up with a catchy catchphrase.
Start popping the popcorn for that match, JB.
Well, like we said, like the new podcast, Pack Mentality Pop-Ins with Coach Pat Popalizio. We're not talking about NC State right now. 1-0 lead for Lewallen.
Hoping the pace in this one picks up.
Yeah, this is well, McKenna was not super active in his win over Zackrell in the semifinals. Got a passivity point, got a takedown, gave up a takedown, or actually gave up an exposure out of a scramble late, and was kind of on his heels for the last 19 seconds of that bout. So
neither one of these guys has had a real threatening attack up to this point.
It's like we're seeing round 2 all over again.
On the shot clock, and now we are tied up at 1. .140. Guys wrestling ear to ear, collar tie. Both these guys, feet stuck in the cement. Not a whole lot of movement. McKenna with criteria scoring last point.
And there's a passivity warning offered against McKenna. 1:17 remaining here, Sparky. Half shot on the double leg as McKenna's on the clock.
Second time for McKenna. McKenna front headlock.
He's got to watch himself here. He's readjusted nicely.
Inside of a minute.
Try, throws it over and he hits it. Big 4 for McKenna confirmed. That changes the dynamic of this bout.
Changes everything now, 5-1. Head pinch for McKenna. Gotta love those 4s. Game changers.
Yeah, Shane, and what's one thing we've seen, the technique, the head pinch, the front headlock, the gator, whatever you want to call it. You see that one came kind of more over underneath the shoulder versus, crunching on the head, but he was effective with it, popped it right over. But we're seeing that technique really kind of bring itself back to freestyle wrestling because of the almost like the leg lace, how quickly you can score points in bunches if you got it locked up correctly.
McKenna, I believe, has a 2-on-1 underneath. Trip attempt from Lewallen. That 4-pointer will be the difference as match 1 will go to Joseph McKenna. 5-1 the final. McKenna over Lewallen.
And first match goes red.
Round 1 winner at 65 kilograms in the freestyle division, Joseph McKenna wins 5-1.